Welcome to BD Daily Tech News Podcast, your daily briefing on tech and innovation. It's 2026, January 27th, and today's theme is AI gets serious, org charts get brutal, and the internet reminds us it's still held together by electricity.
Electricity, the original subscription service. Miss one payment and suddenly your favorite app is doing interpretive dance instead of loading.
3 stories. First, OpenAI's big play for science. Second, Pinterest cutting staff to pour resources into AI. Third, TikTok says a data center power outage triggered a cascading systems failure, and it's still not fully resolved.
So we've got AI becomes your lab partner, your coworker becomes your calendar invite, and your doom scroll app becomes just doom.
Story 1. According to MIT Technology Review's reporting, OpenAI is making an explicit push into science, moving beyond chat for emails and homework into tools meant for scientific workflows.
Your next lab partner might be a text box that never sleeps and occasionally hallucinates a citation like it's improvising jazz.
Here's the clean version of what AI for science usually means: helping researchers search literature, generate hypotheses, write and run code, summarize results, and sometimes propose candidate molecules or materials, depending on the system and the data access.
So it's basically like giving every lab a super intern who can read 1,000,000 PDFs in an hour, but you still have to check it didn't confidently cite Journal of Vibes 2019.
Exactly. Imagine your lab has a shared drive the size of a planet. The AI is a search and synthesis layer on top, fast at pattern matching, weak at guaranteeing truth unless you constrain it with verified sources, tools, and reproducible steps.
What's the why now, though? Scientists already have software. They have like 17 different softwares that all hate each other.
Because the bottleneck is increasingly human attention, reading, integrating, and deciding. If OpenAI can become the interface that connects papers, datasets, and lab tools, it becomes sticky, like an operating system for research work.
Sticky is polite word. The less polite word is good luck switching.
And that's the practical takeaway for normal people and teams. If you're adopting AI tools for research or R&D, demand exportability. Can you export prompts, logs, and results? Can you reproduce outputs with citations and tool traces? If not, you're renting insights you can't audit.
Also, if your AI is helping with science, I want it to show its work like a math teacher. No more, trust me, bro, the molecule is stable.
Story 2. Pinterest says it plans to cut less than 15% of its workforce, with layoffs expected to be complete by 2026 September 30th, to reallocate resources towards AI-focused roles and AI-powered products.
Nothing says we love innovation like firing humans to buy more GPUs. It's like replacing your band with a drum machine and calling it a creative refresh.
The tech behind this is usually 2 buckets. 1, AI ranking and recommendations, deciding what you see. 2, AI generation and automation, creating content, ad creative, shopping suggestions, and internal tooling that reduces manual operations.
So the app goes from mood board to mind reader, and the company goes from teams to 2 people and a model endpoint.
Why it matters for everyday users: your feed can get more personalized, but also more optimized for engagement and shopping. When AI is the middle layer, small tweaks can shift what creators get discovered, what products trend, and what content gets suppressed by accident.
Accidentally suppressing content is my favorite kind of accident. Like, oops, the algorithm decided your crochet era is extremist content.
For workers and builders, this is a pattern. Companies say AI reallocation, which often means fewer generalists, more people who can ship AI features end-to-end: data, evaluation, safety, and product. If you're career planning, learn to measure models, not just call them.
Yes, don't be the person who says, I integrated AI. That's like saying, I cooked when you microwaved soup. Tell me the metrics. Tell me the guardrails.
Story 3. TikTok says it's still working to resolve issues after a power outage at one of its data centers caused a cascading systems failure. That phrase is doing a lot of work.
Cascading systems failure is what I call it when I open 12 tabs, my laptop fan screams, and then I pretend it's a software update.
In infrastructure terms, a cascade is when one failure triggers others. Traffic reroutes, caches miss, databases get hammered, queues back up, and services that were fine become unavailable because their dependencies are melting.
So it's like a restaurant where the fryer breaks, so everyone orders salads, then the salad guy quits, then the POS crashes, and now you're eating air.
Perfect analogy. And recovery is hard because you can't just flip the lights back on. You have to drain backlogs safely, rebuild caches, resync replicas, and sometimes repair corrupted state. Doing it too fast can re-trigger the outage.
So when they say still working, it's not laziness. It's them gently coaxing the internet back to life, like a scared cat under a couch.
Why it matters. Outages aren't just inconvenience. They reveal how centralized your digital life is. If one platform is your news, your entertainment, and your business funnel, a single failure domain can wipe out your day.
Actionable tip. Diversify your dopamine. Have a backup app. Or wild idea, download a book. Offline content is the original high availability architecture.
Quick recap. 1. OpenAI is leaning into science, so teams should demand traceability, citations, and exportable workflows. 2. Pinterest's less than 15% cuts show the shift toward AI-heavy product and evaluation skills. 3. TikTok's cascade is a reminder that resilience is about dependencies, not vibes.
And if your company says, we're reallocating to AI, ask, are we reallocating work or just reallocating stress? Because my calendar would like to know.
If this helped, subscribe and share BD Daily Tech News Podcast. And if you're building with AI this week, do one concrete thing. Write down your evaluation plan, what good looks like, how you'll detect failures, and what you'll do when the model is confidently wrong.
Yes, measure twice, deploy once. And keep one offline hobby in your pocket for the next cascading systems failure. See you tomorrow.